All right, back to campaign 2016, and many people have made up their minds about which candidate they want to be president. But what about those important amendments on the ballot? Do you know what they are? CBS 4's David Sutta takes a closer look at the amendments we'll be voting on.
In 2012, your ballot contained pages and pages of amendments. Thankfully, this year that's not the case. In some areas, you'll be able to count the number of amendments on one hand. And here's what's up for grabs. Amendment 1 is about solar power. It says three things. You have the right to own solar equipment in your home. The state should protect you from fraud. And whether you have solar or not, everyone will pay their fair share. Alyssa Jean Schaefer is with the Southern Alliance for Clean Energy and says the amendment is very misleading.
On its face, it sounds like it's a pro-solar amendment, but it's actually not. Amendment 1 is actually very bad for consumers. It's bad for Floridians. And the main reason is that it's being completely funded by the utilities and their special interests in order to protect their monopoly.
It turns out that almost every solar company and supporter is against Amendment 1. So who's supporting it? Florida's utility companies, and they have spent more than $21 million in support. They argue solar consumers are using less and less of the electrical grid and paying less in fees, but the grid still needs to be maintained and improved. So who picks up the tab?
What are the utility companies going to have to do? They're going to have to raise rates, and they're going to have to raise rates on people who can't afford it or just chose not to do solar. That's not fair. It's not something they want to do.
This amendment would pave the way for a fee to be added to solar consumers' utility bills. Amendment 2 is about medical marijuana. Yes, you voted on this in 2014. The measure narrowly lost. Supporters are hoping the second time is a charm. If the amendment passes, you could expect patients with cancer, Parkinson's, MS, ALS, AIDS, and PTSD to be eligible to use marijuana. Doctors would be allowed to prescribe marijuana within 9 months. The state would regulate shops selling marijuana. Early estimates show there could be as many as 2,000 shops. Critics point out today's marijuana contains alarming THC levels, 10 times more potent than that of the flower power days.
It's frightening, really, to think that they are trying to legalize this under the guise of medicine, which it is not, and putting our children and our communities at risk.
Supporters argue it will be well regulated and patients who really need the medicine will finally get some relief.
This issue is just moving really quickly in the court of public opinion.
Amendment 3 has to do with property tax exemptions for disabled first responders. First responders who become totally disabled while in the line of duty would no longer have to pay property taxes. Currently, this exemption is only applicable to spouses of first responders or military killed in the line of duty. In August, Florida voters passed Amendment 4. This allows you to not have to pay property taxes on solar panels. In essence, when you add solar power to your home, the value of your home increases. This amendment maintains you will not be assessed for that increase. Amendment 5 contains property tax exemptions for senior citizens. They would be able to lock in their property values for life at a maximum value of $250,000. To qualify, you must be 65 years or older, lived in your home for at least 25 years, have a home currently worth less than $250,000, and you must make less than $20,000 a year.
What can a penny do?
Broward County voters will get to decide whether they want to pay a penny more in sales tax. The increase from 6% to 7% would provide a 0.5% to the county for transportation projects, and the other 0.5% going to Broward's 31 cities who have long wish lists. To see how your city would use the money, visit apennyatwork.com. The Florida Keys will vote on genetically modified mosquitoes. Earlier, the FDA approved their use in Key Haven, which is just north of Key West. The genetically modified mosquitoes would mate with local population, and their offspring do not live to become full adults. While the measure has been proven in the Cayman Islands and Brazil, this would be the first trial in the United States. The vote is non-binding, meaning it's just a gauge of public opinion. The Florida Keys Mosquito Control Board ultimately will decide on the issue once the public has spoken. David Sutta, CBS 4 News.
All right, stay with CBS 4 News and CBSMiami.com for special reports each and every day leading up to Election Day, November 8th.